Senator.
Watch the other cars.
Watch behind you, fellas.
Watch the other cars.
Watch behind you.
Watch behind you. Watch the cars. Watch the cars. Watch the cars.
And there are still Americans being killed, and I think that we have to bring peace to that part of the world. Now you might think that you shouldn't elect the President of the United States to wear an overcoat. But it was just a mistake. And I make up for it, I try to make up for it in other areas. But in any case, I come here to ask for your help. Over the period of the next 2 or 3 months, I need your assistance. We can win this convention in August. Will you help in the next couple of months? Will you go out and work for Richard Nixon? You know what Richard Nixon's going to do? You know a new idea Richard Nixon's come up with? If you want Richard Nixon for president, I'm taking a little informal poll. A cross-section of the American people, whether you like Richard Nixon. All those who don't want to have Richard Nixon. All those.
Where you get to?
All those.
It's a guest book signed by everybody that's here tonight.
Ori, keep passing gifts. Hey, folks, back up.
Somebody over here on this side.
All right, down in front there. Down in front. Let's go.
Send delegates. Thank you.
That's
Very well. So can you send some delegates to Chicago to meet us in Chicago who will support our candidacy? If we can win in Chicago, we can win the election in November and we can turn this country around. And as far as Greece, I'm against giving any military aid to Greece. All right, can you pull the sign down now? I'm on your side, I'm with you. Ladies and gentlemen, there's great problems that we have in this country, but we can make progress. We don't have to accept the status quo. The fact is the United States can do better. We can do better in our cities, but we can do better in our rural areas, and we can do better in our suburbs. There are a lot of things that need to be done in areas such as this all over the United States over the period of the next 3 or 4 years. We have to prevent the urban sprawl. We have to protect the natural resources of a place like this. We have to make sure that we have the best quality of life for the people that are living in the suburbs of the United States. And the federal government can play a role, and I intend to. We want to make sure we have the best possible education for all of our children. We want to make sure our children can go on to colleges and universities. These are the kinds of things we want to do here in the United States. And I also am going to dedicate myself to finding peace in Vietnam. I think we have to continue to make that effort. We have to continue to make your help.
Watch it. Oh my, here he comes.
Where are they coming from?
I'll catch one for you.
Come on, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another visitor here.
Somebody
Forward, our state committee woman, Mrs. McGranahan, has been going over plans for expansion of the White House.
Turn that light off.
Listen, turn the light off.
Yeah, I am too.
Please step back there. You people in the back. You cameramen. I got it right here. Here, Pete. Right here.
I know.
Here's my wife, Ethel. I'm involved in this campaign, and I just want to ask for your help. I just take 2 minutes of your time. It's a difficult campaign, but I think there's a great deal that can be done in the United States. I think there's a great deal more progress that we can make, and I've come here to Pennsylvania to ask for your help. because tomorrow I'm going to be visiting one of your suburbs, Philadelphia. I'm very pleased to be here, and I'm delighted with the very warm reception. With this kind of an effort, with this kind of a commitment, we're going to win the convention in August in Chicago. I was going to bring you all sets of buttons with my picture on so that I could distribute them in Camden. And I asked my younger brother if he would prepare the buttons, get a nice picture on them, and we could distribute them here in Camden. Then after President Johnson's announcement last night, he got the buttons printed up. I got on the plane today, and I found they all had his picture on them. All across the rest of the United States is what we're going to do about Vietnam, how we're going to find peace there. Congratulate President Johnson on the speech that he made last night and taking that first step toward peace. I think that the people of the United States recognize that there are three possibilities. Number one, that we can unilaterally withdraw from Vietnam, and I think the American people are opposed to that step. Second, we will continue to escalate the conflict. Continue to escalate the conflict, increase the American casualties, increase the death and destruction of Vietnam, and I don't think go any closer to a military victory, and I'm opposed to that step. And I think the third step, which makes sense for the American people, which gives us a future, that is a negotiated settlement and sitting down with the National Liberation Front and the North Vietnamese and see if we cannot negotiate a settlement to that terrible I think President is American citizens to ensure that all of our fellow citizens have a job and a peace of life, and that's why I want to all of this has taken place in our country over the period of the last several years. Acceptable that we should say that we cannot make progress under our system, that we cannot make progress under our government, and therefore we're going to turn to the gun, or we're going to turn to the knife, or we're going to turn to the match, or we're going to turn to looting. I don't think that's acceptable in this country, and I don't think it should be tolerated. And I say that both of these principles, the principles of a decent life for all of our citizens, the principle that we don't have to tolerate violence and disorder or lawlessness, I say that both of those principles are acceptable to blacks and whites all across the United States. And that we're not going to permit those extremists who preach violence and lawlessness on one hand, or preach that the black man or the Puerto Rican or the Mexican American or another racial group is inferior on the other hand. We're not going to let them determine the destiny of the United States and run the country. And we're going to find decent housing for all of our fellow citizens. And we're going to ask a young man to go across the ocean and fight for us 12,000 miles away and risk his life, that when he comes back he's entitled to a decent home and he's entitled to a decent education. responsibility to the young Negro child in the Delta area of Mississippi. I don't think it's acceptable in this country with a gross national product of $800 billion. I don't think it's acceptable in the United States that we spend $3 billion on pets every year, and we have young children in the Delta area of Mississippi starving. Unemployment rate in the ghetto, and they're concerned about it. And I understand that. I ask for your help. I come here tonight in Camden, recognizing the difficult campaign ahead, but I ask for your help. I think that we can make a difference. I ask you how